Hello and welcome, Aquarius. My name is Elizabeth Bratcher, Psychic Medium, and I'm here to do a weekly read for you from the 2nd until the 8th of August. So guys, how I work is I'm going to pull you a full spread from my own deck, and then I'm going to pull you some tarot as well. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for joining me today. I do appreciate the time you're taking to watch the video. So I'm going to grab 3 cards randomly from the deck, guys, and just remember I do the daily reads, and on Friday evenings at 8 o'clock you'll find me also doing the live feeds. I do appreciate you guys coming in and joining. They're always lots of fun. All right, so let's pull the full spread here. Why am I doing it that way? Take a long time. Okay, so Aquarius. So you're straight up your cards that's there, okay? I do want to do a little bit of an energy just around the week for you guys first, okay? You've got the shit happens card that comes up straight away, but it just talks about, being positive and your attitude is a choice, and I feel like this shit happens is from external side of things, okay? So it's not necessarily things that you've done wrong that's led to this, all right? It's external little factors, and I feel like I just want to kind of go fiddly little shit, You might find there's some stuff that's not going right at work or relationships or, connecting to this and that, and it's all that kind of just gritty energy, okay? So what I want to say is that just be mindful just to keep moving your way through. I feel like your attitude is actually quite important. I feel like if you fall back into a place of negativity or attitude, as in this week, it's actually going to come back and bite you on the ass hard, okay? And that's where I feel like you're having the opportunity to see that shit just does happen, and sometimes we've got to take it into our stride, just understand the way that it is, but put our best foot forward and keep moving forward through it, as opposed to actually letting ourselves get dragged down by it, okay? So just be mindful with that this week, Aquarius. But overall, though, you've got the joy and the prosperity card and the growth card that's there, and I want to say that that's a really nice energy, okay? I feel like this is something that's personal, and I feel like you're kind of moving forward. That's a very, let me sit, and that's trying to tell me something, which is why I'm spitting out that generic shit. Enjoy prosperity. You've been able to release something away from you, Aquarius, this week, okay? When I sit with that energy that's there, what I'm feeling is shackles being released, all right? And for some of you, it may well do very much so with what we've just spoken about, and taking the time and that mindset to go, yeah, you know what, I'm not going to get caught up in this. I'm just going to keep riding on my own path and doing my thing, For others of you, though, I feel like there's been something, as I said, releasing, you're waiting, being also like able to bring something in, because I'm feeling promotion, that kind of energy that sits there with it, okay? When I focus on that prosperity card that's there, that's exactly where I want to sit with it, is the financial. It's got a beautiful money tree on it, see? I don't know how well you can see that, but anyway, there's a money tree on there, and that's what it talks about coming in. But you've got the growth card right next to it. You've got both beautiful trees. Both trees talking about growth, and you've got them smack bang next to each other, that's there. So as I said, I want to smile. It's a nice, really positive energy for you, okay? I feel like it's like luck. It's good. So there's also the end of an era, and this is coming about because you're clearing out the stables, okay? One door closes, another one opens. You've got the completion card that sits there, which very much sits with the tower energy of the tarot, but the sunset talks about the end of an era. And an era's always had positives and negatives and things like that, but it's always been a significant moment in one's life, but it's time to move forward and time to move on. And I feel like that's kind of where you guys are at, making that decision to let go of the past and move forward. And while you're doing that, you're clearing out the stables, and that's out with the old and in with the new, but it comes right next to the completions card. It shows that this hasn't been an easy task for you guys, but that you've made that firm decision to do it. You're pulling that strength from within yourself. A little bit of uncertainty about what's coming around, but just keep your balance up, all right? So just want to throw that energy there for you guys as well. So now with relationships, okay, I am feeling a bit of mindfulness needs to come in, and I do want to say that the end of an era and completions for some of you is going to represent some relationships this week, okay? Because I'm feeling like there's a mindfulness that sits there with it, communication and all of those kind of little bits and pieces that are there. And when I sit in that energy, I'm kind of able to spread it across the board. So I don't want to sit here and go, oh, every single Aquarius is going to have a shit week with relationships this week. That's not kind of what I want to say. But what I do want to say is that I do feel a mindfulness needs to be there, and just use it as an opportunity, even for those of you that are sitting in a positive, to pay attention to your partner and to kind of maybe see where, that you're meeting all of their needs as well as them meeting all of your needs, that there's this beautiful mutual energy and flow that's coming in for those of you that are consciously choosing to be in a relationship. Okay, so just, yeah, as a general, but for others of you that's there, I feel like communication needs to come paramount. It's like we're being stubborn, we've got our heels dug in, and let me tell you, it's not going to get you anywhere bar kind of pulled apart. So you're at that crossroads where you've got a decision to make around the way that you want to move forward, and I suggest you choose wisely. Okay, use it as an opportunity to confront fears as well, because generally when we're copping a bunch of attitude, it's because we're scared of something. Okay, and it's time for you to sit back and actually admit that with yourself. All right. For those of you that it resonates with, obviously. So you've got the moving on card that's there as well, which talks about moving forward onto better things, and also that calling on your strength, okay, that calling on your strength. So just remember, guys, I am reading for a few of you, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, but there's definitely a lot of energy for you guys this week to get caught in conflict, and also to on the flip side of that, have a really kind of positive energetical throw through it, okay? But as I said, on putting that down and onto the other side that's there with work specifically, and those who are waiting for promotions and all of that side of things that's there, as I said, I feel like, you know, some of you are going to sit back and go, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Liz, and I'm in that joy, prosperity, growth stage where I'm dropping all of that away from me, and I go, yeah, awesome. Okay, and as I said, but there's definitely that feeling of promotion and financial prosperity attached through this week, guys. So for some of you that's there, that's a really positive energy that's coming in, all right? Be mindful of your health, and I don't mean like in the obvious way. I feel like I need to ask you what you're doing in the long term way. You know what I mean? Like, do you live your life so that you're happy and, you know, don't care now, or do you live your life knowing that in 20 years' time you're going to need those knees and need the back and need the core strength and all of that kind of stuff? I feel like you've just been called to pay a little bit of attention to your long term health this week. Okay, so that's what I have for you in my deck, and I just want to pull some tarot cards for you guys as well. And as always, I've given the cards a good shuffle before I've started. Yeah, see. Alright, so guys, your energy for the week is the devil. Okay, which talks about, definitely can talk about, you know, addictions and all of those kind of little bits and pieces that's there, but it can get into that underlying as well. Okay, it's our own compulsiveness to fall back into old habits and our ways, you know, the things, you know, as I said, take a look at long-term health and have a look at our own behavior and our own attitude and all that sort of stuff in the previous. That's why that's there. Okay, that's the energy of the week. All right. Just be mindful. And I want to say as well, though, for some of you, as I said, there's that beautiful flow of prosperity coming in, and you may find that there's a little bit of jealousy that comes attached to that from others around you, okay? Just understand that it's about them, not you. Don't let yourself get caught up into it. Just pretend it's like whatever. That's about you. It's not about me, and I don't need to put energy into that. They will get over it and move on, okay? So otherwise the lovers, and as I said, you've got that energy sitting there with the relationships that we've spoken about, okay, and an opportunity there for beautiful communication and things like that. So for some of you, as I said, it's about strengthening, but for others of you it's about awareness, but definitely relationships is a highlight for you guys this week. So you've got the world, you know, which talks about new opportunities and things like that. And guys, and as we've spoken about, there's definitely that new opportunity, you know, and it's not the first time that opportunity's come around, but that new opportunity again to sit a little bit deeper with self and really kind of look at yourself. But it's also a new opportunity there with, obviously, where we've spoken about promotions and bits and pieces like that. For some of you, I feel like there's, it's like you've had an idea and you've given up on it, and there'll be another opportunity of it coming back around. It's almost like, you know, you kind of went, just as a generic example there, I'm going to become a nail artist, and then, I don't know, I couldn't go to TAFE because I broke my leg. And so, you know, moving forward 2 years, I went and did something else, and then that opportunity comes knocking on the door again for you to be able to do that. That's the kind of energy that's into it. I would suggest, you know, embracing that. It's coming and knocking again for a reason, okay? So you've got the Five of Pentacles energy that's there. It talks about a few delays around money, and I'm feeling for you guys this is attaching to the way of just general expenditure. You know, like it's like, oh, it's the month that the electricity bill comes in, for example, and so, you know, you've got this big electric bill, or, you know, just something that's bigger that's sitting there. I want to say it only just feels like a temporary thing. It's just like, that's a pain moving forward. Okay, so not too much concern around money for you guys this week. You got the Four of Swords there, which does represent needing to take some time out and some rest and relaxation, and it could also represent sickness and illness as well. So as I said, guys, just be mindful of your health. There was definitely an inkling of energy through there, and with that Devil card sitting there as well, just pay attention. Okay, just pay attention. There's no real warning within that energy that's there. It's almost like it's a choice, you know. Do you want a healthy life or do you want an unhealthy life? Make your choice and just have whichever one you want. Okay, guys, so thank you very much for joining me today. As I said, I do appreciate your time. Please show your appreciation by giving me a thumbs up or a comment. I do reply to all the comments that you guys leave. Other than that, have a beautiful week. I hope to see you either on the daily reads or the Friday night live feeds. But until I do and when I do, take care, be safe, and be good. And if you can't be good at it.